Hello, my love. I'm Heather Elaine, and this is Mindful Movement, a space to bring you back to center, tell your nervous system it has permission to chill out, and pick up some tools to live more embodied and empowered. Whether we're new to each other or you've been here for a while, I am so glad you are tuning in. I do all things with a balance of hella love and compassion and a sprinkle of humor, so let's dive on in. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, let's make sure that you are feeling easeful in your body and supported by the earth and any props that you might be using. And as always, we'll invite our eyes to either soften or close with a love reminder that there's not a right or wrong. You just want a little less visual information. And we're going to allow ourselves to fully arrive into today, not yesterday, not into what's next today, just right here in this moment. Feeling into this very simple yet deep truth that in this moment you are breathing and you are alive, and that's enough for right now. And even as you get settled in, if there's any little baby movements that you wish to make, maybe an open close of the mouth or a dropping of the shoulder blades, if there's any other little things, maybe you want something bigger, maybe you want a bigger shoulder circle if you're seated or whatever needs to be adjusted. I am here and I can begin again. Every breath, an opportunity to start over, to begin again. Go ahead and feeling into a little bit more of the rhythm of the breath, as we often do. The breath being an indicator of what's happening within our nervous system. First, finding the rhythm and using the exhale in particular to let go of any extra noise. The extra noise might be kind of the chatter that happens in your brain. The exhale of the noise might be of any tension you might be holding physically in your body. That exhale of the extra noise might also be some heaviness within your heart space. Go ahead and take a couple more big breaths with that emphasis on the exhale. And then we will release that focus and just allow the breath to go back to the rhythm. I really did go to the shore yesterday and was able to breathe with the ocean waves coming in and going out. And there really is something that's really comforting, steady, timeless when we think about the ocean waves being like the pace and the rhythm of our very own breath. So inviting in that sound, that rhythm. And if the noise tries to creep on in or sneak back in, which sometimes happens, all good, part of how our brains work, we're just going to find that bigger exhale. And then we're going to come back to the steadiness of the breath, of the rhythm, of the aliveness. And we're going to shift our awareness to anything that is touching the earth, allowing yourself to feel into the support, the steadiness. In one of our recent meditations, we thought about going all the way into the core center of the earth, thinking about under the surface of where we see the grass and the flowers, those little cute dandelions, to underneath the soil where the roots are. And feeling into that same sense of steadiness within you. And a reminder that grounding into this kind of stillness is really about returning to center. And all of you have chosen to say yes to that this morning, to start your day or continue your day with grounding, steadying. And we can remind our brains that once we start to move and once things start getting a little bit faster, we can still return to center. A little harder to do sometimes, right? When that noise gets turned up, especially externally. But that it is possible. We can remind our brains right now in this moment that we can return to center, to steadiness. And go ahead and take another huge breath here, maybe the biggest of your day, maybe with a sound. Halloween sounds are still welcome. And then we'll bring all of the awareness to the space around our hearts. And imagining almost like a calm current of light from the crown of the head all the way into your heart space, all the way down the spine, all the way down and out to the feet. And then coming back to steady yourself right at the heart space. Feeling into life force, feeling into flow of energy within you. And breathing purposefully, mindfully into your heart space as if you are filling up with extra compassion. Taking a sacred pause to really feel into the energy of the heart. And to what it means to be connected, to be human, to have feelings, to feel and express and be in a state of love. And then reconnect to the crown of the head and the heart center, all the way down the spine, all the way through the feet and the fingers. And breathing a few breaths as this energy moves through you, perhaps even like those ocean waves. Charging your energy, just like you would plug in your phone when it gets a little bit low on juice. And feeling into a subtle aliveness in this stillness, feeling a subtle aliveness in your hands, in your feet, and your heart, and your brain. a subtle aliveness in your lungs, in your left butt cheek, in your right butt cheek. And breathe here just into the awareness of you, the aliveness of you, the feeling of being grounded. And if your brain is pulling you in different directions, again, to focus on that exhale to release and come back to a sense of comfort, sense of grounding. Letting anything from past or future continue to fade and just showing up for this breath, this heartbeat. And once again, connecting to the crown of the head and the heart center, all the way down the spine to the fingers and the toes. And then feeling into those places of subtle aliveness as you just offer yourself some gentle little wiggles of fingers and toes. And if your body's like, I think maybe I just want to take a little siesta, you are more than welcome to tune me out and stay exactly as you are. Thank you so much for joining me today. More wellness options can be found on my website at www.heatheralaine.com. Be well, love. Look forward to seeing you next time.